Hey world, John G, Modern Design Aquascaping. Our team builds custom ponds, fountains, and waterfalls out of natural stone and wood. My goal, educate and inspire all of you about water features. Let me let you in on a little secret. My team is out in Knoxville crushing an amazing water feature project. It's up on top of this ridge. It's got views of the hills and the rivers. It is an absolutely fantastic site. There's a big raised patio with the fire pit. Those guys live in that space. Our team is gonna wrap a water feature halfway around this thing, build raised beds, walkways, boulder crossovers. You stay tuned. They're gonna crush it. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna go do something else later.
Alrighty, hey everybody, Tristan Adams, Modern Design Aquascaping. Today we are somewhere in Knoxville, Tennessee, and it is just a very interesting thing. So we've got a 15 by 15 pond, roughly 10 to 15 foot stream coming in on this patio with this beautiful view right behind me. We're doing boulder retention all along the front. We've got over 30 yards of soil that'll be coming over here, probably 40 tons of boulders to do the retention, build the pond and the stream. That being said, we have to shift gears, move everything over, try and get boulders lined up, which I found out this morning that Dad didn't pick rocks for this job. It's been raining so much that our rock guy can't even get up in the mountains to get his rocks out. So we're about to just start digging a hole, and eventually there's gonna be boulders that show up on this job site and we'll be able to build something with them. But until then, we're kind of just stuck. And so who knows, I might end up not getting rocks by the time we get the hole dug, the liner in, and I might end up just showing up at Dad's house and, you know, playing around in the pond. And it's definitely a real possibility. But you guys stay tuned, because this pond is gonna be awesome, and it might be 1,000 years before I get rocks and we can actually build it. So I guess I got a bunch of time to hang out, but it's a nice view to be hanging out at, so have a good one. Not very far into the job, per usual, we found the irrigation. Luckily, my pal, buddy in crime, Daniel, old Senior Langford over there, he spotted the sprinkler head hidden in the mint leaves. We started following it, and it runs right under where our waterfall is going to be. So the real question is, do we cut it on the patio side of the waterfall so that it can never go anywhere else again? Or do we build a waterfall on top of it? We'll see what happens. Found the irrigation line a little early in the excavation, if you ask me. We're like not even 12 inches below water level yet. And well, I hit it, then just find it. I hit it, it's broken, it's gone, it's a thing of the past. But luckily, I felt it, saw it, and I didn't cut the irrigation control wire in half, at least. Trying to help you. Good morning, everybody. So we are finally back here off North Shore of Knoxville, Tennessee. We have been on a large hiatus from this project for, I want to say, 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks, because we did not have boulders. So it's very interesting building a pond when you don't have rocks. You end up with what you're seeing right now. It's just a beautiful liner hole. So what we actually had to do was we went back to Dad's house, which you guys will be eventually seeing an awesome YouTube video on the production of Dad's pond. And we spent the last 2.5 weeks building the filters for his pond. 2.5 weeks with like 5 guys. And so I went mid last week, picked out the rocks for this project, and it was perfect timing. They had just got off the truck. They weren't even on pallets. They weren't even weighed yet. So some of the stones that I picked, I wasn't sure if we'd even be able to set or not. That being said, we got them all picked out. They are showing up in just a little bit. We've got topsoil showing up in just a little bit, and we will be ready to hit the ground running on this because as you can see, we are ready for boulders. That is the stage that we are at. When we left 2.5 weeks ago, was liner in the hole and ready to get rocking without any rocks. So we've got a beautiful day, beautiful view, boulders rolling in. We're gonna get this stuff unloaded, and it's actually just me today, me and Gabby. She's the one holding the camera, so thank you, Gabby, for being here. I am just gonna receive these boulders, get some good footage, get everything, all of our ducks in a row so that we are ready to hit the ground running tomorrow, and I am out of here for now. 2 days in a row. Fortunately for us, we are working on one of the steepest grass hillsides that we've worked on in quite some time, and there is absolutely zero chance that we will be able to operate our machines on this hill while it's wet. So that being said, we got a little bit done today. Sometimes the rain goes around us. This does not appear to be one of those job sites because every time we have seen thunderclouds or anything, slight small chance of rain, it comes down like crazy and we are done for the day. So, as per usual, just like it was yesterday, we should be back around about 9 in the morning. Hopefully it'll be a little more dry by then. So that being said, I'm gonna take my wet sogginess and I am gonna go back to the shop and sit there instead. So, you know, one of these days, we'll be done. One of these days. Many interesting things on this project. As you guys know, we've been rained out pretty much every day, except for today, and it's been a fun experience, this thing called today. So we had the skid steer from working at Dad's house. We actually got to bring it over here. The guys who we got the skid steer from, they were low on dispatchers, so they actually, you know, the excavator's been sitting there since Monday. Today being Wednesday, I assumed that we would have more time with our machine. I get a call that they're at the bottom of the hill, ready to pick up the machine. For those of you who have tried moving all of your materials via excavator, it does not go very quickly. So first sunny day we've had in like a straight week where we can actually be out here and get something done, and our machine for shuttling materials got stolen from us. But we're gonna see where we can get, because I am excited about this. We got our gravel in, we've got our extra rocks, we've got 60,000 pounds of boulders out here. That being said, I'm gonna get out of here for right now. It's been a good day. Nice to get some stuff done on there, and we're out. So you guys stay tuned. So, as you know, our skid steer, it left yesterday unannounced. Just kind of showed up, left, and all we were left with was an excavator. So we go to load up our ditch witch this morning, and it's dead. It doesn't move. Doesn't start, doesn't turn over, doesn't make sound. So that being said, we have nothing to shuttle our materials with now. Same boat we were in yesterday for half of the day, except for, you know, we actually had the equipment. It just won't do anything. So figuring this all out, now we have to go actually rent the exact same piece of equipment that is sitting down there, pick it up in the dump truck with the dump trailer, and take it to the job site so that we can move our materials around and get stuff done, because it has been raining like crazy. We haven't been able to get a whole lot of stuff done on that job site, and now that we can finally get stuff done, we can't get anything done because we don't have our machines. Change of plans, it's what business is, solving problems. So just know that most of the time, it's not gonna go perfectly smooth. You're gonna have a bunch of things that go wrong, a lot of crazy stuff to complicate the project, and you just have to take it and run with it. So that is exactly what we do because, you know, we're kind of used to it. So I'm gonna take this mile, I'm gonna go to my job site, and we're gonna get some stuff done. My neck hurts. I'm gonna lay my head down for a minute. Oh, that's nice. Shut up! You guys aren't even doing stuff.
Nope, we're not. We're just hitting the top of the cave.
Folks, Gabby flew the drone straight into the tree. Luckily it made it, it survived, camera's fine, all the blades are fine. It can still fly. It might need some minor touch-ups on the paint job, but that's about all we got for that one. So it has been a while since we flew it into the tree, and as you guys know, every drone has to fly into a tree or some object at least every now and then, or you're not getting close enough to the good shots you need to be getting. Because man, once you get in that nitty-gritty, that little weird spot where you gotta turn the auto safeties off, that's when the stuff gets magical. So luckily it survived this time, minor repairs, and it will live to fly another day. So yeah, I'm back to the pond.
It did.
Definitely came towards me.
Yes, it did.
How's it look in the back? That's where I noticed I could see that it had slid. There was a gap.
That's much better.
Right here, one of my favorite interaction stones that we have ever done, and it better be, because it took us half the day to get this thing set, leveled, and at the exact spot that we want it, to where we actually have the water somewhere right up in here. And you can see we're pretty cantilevered. There's actually close to 12 inches of this rock hanging out over this, so that when you're kicking your feet, you're not slapping your ankles on other rocks, because I would absolutely hate that. And I'd like to think that most things that I would hate, other people would probably hate too. And kicking rocks, I think they have a term for that. That's probably not really a good thing. So that being said, we spent a lot of time on this thing today. and it turned out absolutely amazing. So we've got a beautiful spot somewhere under here, like down this direction, where we can put an underwater light, and behind you guys is the patio. So that was a hard thing to actually diagnose, is where and where we can't put lights. So what better spot to illuminate almost half the pond than under this giant cantilevered interaction or immersion stone, if you will. And from right here, you can see it all, and that is beautiful. I'm looking out over the lake right now, so you can be sitting here hanging out. Choose, you want to look at this waterfall, study the lilies, play with the fish, look at that waterfall, look at the lake, you've got it all. So this, to me, was the perfect spot for this interaction stone, and I'm really happy that it only took half a day, and it is now finally over with. So that being said, we're getting out of here for the weekend. It's supposed to be a nice week next week, and man, we are going to knock this out, that we finally have some beautiful weather. Our machine is no longer dead, so we actually have something to move materials with, and the rock guy has rocks, so there's really nothing stopping us from knocking this thing out of the park. So hope you guys have a good one, and we'll be back. Sour bubble tape. You want to know how to brighten your day? This stuff right here. Yeah, I'm out.
Well guys, guess what? You don't get to see the end quite yet. Hope you're liking it. Do me a favor, give us a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and by all means, ding the bell. Stay tuned, watch the rest of this build in episode 2, because the ending is going to be stinking amazing. Thanks for hanging out with the Adams family. I'm gone.